Hi, I'm Random Trashy, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much to the guys over at tacticalkit.co.uk sending me out 3 of the brand spanking new Hayley Strategic D3 Rifle Slings. Now these were only announced a few weeks back by Travis Hayley himself over on the Hayley Strategic YouTube page, and it's really great that I've got these out so quick. This is actually the first shipment that's come into Europe and I've managed to get my hands on them super early. The great thing about this video and these being sent out to me from the guys at Tactical Kit is they are actually letting me give one of these away, and I will be going into the details of how you can win one of these at the end of the video. It'll be very easy and you're going to get the one in the colour of your choice as well. So what I'm going to do is just get one of these opened up. I'm going to open the Coyote tan version. Now at the end of the day, these are a rifle sling. These are not massively complex products, and the key thing about this, and one of the key things that Travis Hayley himself has mentioned when he was talking about these, is he really wanted a nice simple lightweight basic sling, and he wanted to bring something to the market that isn't bulky, clunky, and really is as slim and as efficient as a product as possible. So there is some information on the card and all that sort of thing, but it's quite basic. I'll take you guys through some of the features of this. One of the key things that I noticed from this straight out of the box is how light it is. It is a very lightweight sling, and one of the key things about that is because it comes with this furniture built in already. So these push pins are one of the most commonly used attachment pieces to go into stocks, buffer tubes and handrails. You can also get little clips that will go on Picatinny and Weaver rails, and will allow you to attach these as well. There is tons of different attachment functions, but these push pins are the most common. A lot of the time you'll buy these separately and you'll buy a sling that will have like carabiners or hooks on the end, and they'll hook into these. The key thing about having them attached is obviously it's one less thing to go wrong, and also it minimises any weight that you're going to have on that sling. So moving down from those push pin adapters, you've got a nice long strap area there, and it's very easy to extend this right out. So you just give that a pull and you can extend that length right out there, and while you're wearing it, this is a very quick way of adjusting the overall length and size of the sling. Moving down from that, we've got a nice padded area with the Hayley Strategic logo on. Very narrow profile, very narrow in the amount of padding that's on here as well. It's a very lightweight material that's actually used in mountaineering and mountain climbing. Very strong, lightweight, very durable. Moving down from that, we've got the single point connection area, and this can actually be flipped, so it will shoot a left or right handed shooter, which is a very nice feature. Moving down towards the end, we've got a much narrower loop there on the gun connection end than you have on the single point connection, and hopefully you can see the difference in those loop sizes there. One of them is about 3/4 of an inch, one of them is about an inch in size. So this smaller one is the one that's really targeted to be down on the weapon, attached to the weapon, and that's to minimise the signature from the sling. So very nice, very lightweight, very nice materials that are used. I'm going to set this up how Travis Hayley mentioned to do it. So that is, I'm a right-handed shooter. I'm going to throw that pad over my right shoulder, bring the larger of the 2 push pins around underneath my left arm, and then connect that up into the single point configuration. Just give the back of that push pin a push, and then it will fit in there nice. It's very tight. I really am putting some force on that, and it's really not pulling out of there at all. So if you've got some good weight in your weapon, you know that it's going to be nice and secure. Now one of the key things I do have noticed in using these before, but I have also seen from the Travis Hayley video, is to make sure that that loop that is sticking out of my back there is accessible, and the reason why I want that accessible is because that is going to be how I'm going to adjust this. So if you do want to make this a lot longer, I can give that a pull and it loosens this right up. At the same time, if I wanted to tighten that right up, I can just give that loop another pull again, and it will tighten the overall circumference right up. Now I've got this hit sat quite low, and the reason for that is because I'm going to be using not the push pin hole in the stock, I'm going to be using the push pin connector in the back of the pistol grip. So what I've got here is my GMP TMR 10 inch. Now I've got 3 attachment areas on this weapon. I've got the left and right on the stock, I've got the left and right on the back of the pistol grip, or towards where the buffer tube is, and then I've also got one more connection area on the handguard just there, and that's really where I set my 2. When I'm going to use a dual point configuration, I normally go from the back of the pistol grip area, or where the buffer tube is, and the handrail. But what I'm going to show you at the moment is just a single point connection, and I'm just going to connect that up to the back of the pistol grip area there and sit the gun. So this is a good height for me. This is about really where I want it. So as you can see, the back of the buttstock is sitting quite close to my shoulder, and really I want them to be as close as possible, and that is so that it's very, very easy to get my eye down the weapon, and to make sure that that sits nicely in the shoulder. Now I can move this around if I do want to stick that down my left hand side. It means if I'm going to be drawing a pistol or I need to access on anything on this right hand side, it tucks away nicely, and the gun does actually sit very, very well in the single point sling in this configuration. If I do then need to draw the weapon, it's still very, very easy to get that back and against my shoulder. So moving this then into a dual point configuration, you just need to push the back of that pin in and just held that pin in, and then what I'm going to do is connect that into the handrail and connect that up. Now this is actually my favourite configuration for when I'm using a sling. The single points are good, but I always find them a little bit tight, especially if you've got a plate carrier on or you're using a chest rig or anything like that. If you are then moving into a dual point configuration, it's very, very easy, and obviously you've got that little bit of extra room to hold the gun away from the body. Now if you do want to again move this around to the left hand side to use a pistol, you can. It's just not as comfortable in the dual point configuration as it is in the single point configuration. The good thing about the dual point is that you can move the gun around freely around the body. So if you do want to place this down your back for any sort of reason, if you want to do any climbing or anything like that, give that loop a pull just to tighten that oval circumference right up, and then drop that down onto your back. The gun and the way that the actual sling works actually holds it very, very good against the back, and this is quite a common configuration. Then if you're going to need to get to anything on your sides, if you're going to draw a pistol, if you've got handcuffs, battens, if you need to go for anything around your waistband, this is the easiest way of doing it. It's just to drop that over your shoulder onto your back. Again, if you do need to get to that weapon, it's very easy to bring it under your left arm and then back into that shoulder well position, and it's very easy to get back on target. So this sling's a great offering for someone that's going to use this for range shooting, Milsim, Airsoft, anything like that. Anything where you're attaching this to a weapon, it's a great piece of kit. It's very solid, very lightweight, great materials that have been used. So if you guys want to win one of these, which is probably why you've stuck around for so long, thanks again to the guys over at tacticalkit.co.uk for allowing me to give one of these away. The competition is very, very simple. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I will be contacting you via YouTube, and I can only contact subscribers. So all you need to do is make sure you're subscribed to my channel, drop a comment in the box below as to what colour sling that you would like, and then head over to the tacticalkit.co.uk Facebook page that will be linked in the description below, and make sure you drop their page a like. So all you've got to do again is just make sure you're subscribed, tell me what colour sling you want in the box below, and just head over to the link that will be in the description, or head over to the tacticalkit.co.uk Facebook page, drop their page a like, and then what I'm going to do is wait until this video picks up some views, and then I will pick a winner from the comments in the box below. So again, if you do want to follow those instructions, they will be in the box below. If you do want to go and check these out, I will actually add a link in there as well. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with the competition, and I will see you all soon.